from the First Street Studios in South Tampa, Florida, it's time for another round of Last Call 76 with your hosts, Dan, Jay, and behind the camera, the one and only Jess.
All right, brother, I know you're a Bulls fan.
100%.
100%. What I witnessed recently was disgraceful. It had nothing to do with your team. The Bulls inducted Jerry Krause in their Ring of Honor. Whether or not you have a popular opinion of Krause is here nor there. I know Krause left with some, dare I say, burnt bridges, ruffled feathers. Jerry Krause has been dead since 2017. At a recent Bulls game when he was inducted into the Ring of Honor, a large number of people with Krause's widow there were openly booing. And it wasn't just a few, it was very audible. To me, that's shameful. That's pathetic. I don't have enough superlatives for it, Dan, and I know you want to go deep on this because you're a Bulls fan. You may not like how Jerry Krause left. That is your prerogative. You may not like how things went down the stretch. That is also your prerogative. The man was being honored by the team for a reason, okay? This ain't the case of Art Modell being honored by the Cleveland Browns, okay? Or Bud Adams by the Houston Texans, okay? The man deserved far better than that. And even if they were to honor Art Modell in Cleveland, which will never happen, but hypothetically, is there a line to not boo the deceased? I mean, I'm sorry, is there an ethics thing to me? Or is it, I know, follow me here.
Well, let's just be clear. You win 6 championships.
Yeah.
If the strike didn't happen, Jordan will go play baseball.
Right.
You may have won 8.
Right.
It could have been 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Call it what it is. Did he help destroy that dynasty? Absolutely. But did he help him win 6 championships? Absolutely.
Right.
I'll just leave it here because I'm not going to go down that road. America is just disgusting when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They don't care. They don't care who's in attendance. They're going to say what they want to say. They're going to boo and do whatever they want. Look, at the end of the day, he got him 6 championships, okay? He was able to get Pippen on the low end of the deal there, right?
Yep.
Well, that was Scotty's fault for signing.
Yeah.
Does The Last Dance have a factor in this? Because that's the most relevant show the last 2 years about the Bulls.
Sure.
It broke it down. It showed you what people or the Bulls even thought about Jerry Krause. Let's be honest. Michael Jordan mocking him all the time, whatever. But do you boo him when he's been dead for a long time? No. That just shows you where this country's at right now.
Agreed.
There's no standards. There's no morals. People will just do, I mean, like people break into your house every day. They still steal. We thought it was cool to let people just rob stores and not charge them, right? Yeah. This is the product of that. I'm not down with that. I served my country at the highest standard, I hope, and lost my brother in combat for this country. But am I embarrassed for the United States of America? Absolutely. Just watch the behavior every day. Watch the way children talk to teachers in school. Just watch it. Okay, it's an open book test. We were at dinner the other night. I'm trying to enjoy a meal, and I got 3 kids sitting over there that belong to another family that are breathing down my neck.
Yeah.
And like sitting there, like putting their food all over my shit. So this country's disgusting as far as a standard. Now, I'm not being mean, but you know what I'm saying. Go anywhere.
There's a YouTube video out there of somebody trying to steal somebody's luggage at an airport. The person grabs a hold of the guy's shirt. The guy's trying to walk away after getting his luggage back. You know, the person who stole it, the guy's trying to pull away. Finally, to grab the guy that's getting his luggage stolen, grabs the guy and says, "Let go of me." Guess who gets arrested?
That guy.
The guy that's defending himself.
Bro.
That's the world we live in. And then, bottom line is this, all right? There's an old saying, all right? You knew it was Jerry Krause Day. Why did you buy the ticket? That's number one.
Just so you could boot?
Just so you could boot. Well, you could have done that on Twitter or X or Facebook or whatever. And 2, if you wanted to buy the ticket, there's an old saying. There's 2. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, shut up. And 2, and I'm gonna throw my red flag. I'm gonna throw my red flag here, my yellow flag, whatever you know. My late grandfather once said something best. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one and they all stink. Sometimes it's better just to shut the hell up and not say anything. If you were that vitriolic against Jerry Krause with his widow in attendance, his kid in attendance, his kids in attendance, grandkids, you don't need to do that. It's disrespectful. It's vile. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, and let's just close it there because I'll say, you know me, I'll say some harsh words.
Yeah.
But I watch it every day here. Like I go in, like if you're helping the high school team coach wrestling, those kids got discipline.
Yeah.
But the average casual that kids just go to high school, you should just watch it. Ask the teachers. I'll tell you what, some teachers on this show, please tell me. I saw a teacher get told basically to F off and she can't do nothing because the principal won't do nothing. So what are you to do? You've created this. A lot of it comes from dirty politics, right? You created this. So I hope you figure it out. All I'm saying is there is a level of respect and human decency that one should share with others.
Agreed.
If I don't like you or I don't like Jessica, I'm not going to say nothing rude about you. I'm just not going to hang out with you.
Right, exactly.
I'm not going to spend money or my time letting you backstab me or me backstab you. I'm just extinguishing you from my life. And guess what? Good on you. But I'm not going to waste no more time going on Facebook and saying, oh, did you know this? Did you know that?
And the biggest thing is,
right? And it's disgusting.
It's not even money, it's time. We can get money back. We don't get time back. Why waste the energy on these people if you don't like them that much?
No. So when Jerry Krause, to get back to the closing, if I don't care for the guy, which I did not,
right?
But I'm not going to say nothing bad about him because he brought our city 6 championships when the White Sox and the Bears and the Cubs weren't doing that.
Right.
And it kept the city together. That's the legacy of Jerry Krause.
Right.
And the other Jerry.
Exactly.
But the point I think we all need to learn here is just control your own foxhole, man. You got so many problems in your own foxhole. How do you have the energy to worry about anybody else's foxhole?
Exactly.
If that makes any sense, Jessica. It's like, I mean, I see people that their kids are terrible, but instead of taking your kids to the park, teaching them a sport or putting them in martial arts or even just helping them study for school, they're out there at bars, mom and dad, and they're out there gossiping about everybody that this chick's a hoe, that guy's a this, and they don't even take care of their own shit.
Right.
It's embarrassing, man. You got to admit.
It is.
I can't be the only one that thinks this way because I watch it. I'm in the public eye pretty much 3-4 times a week.
I've seen enough.
When I leave my house, which I hate to do, right? But when I do, it's disgusting.
It's vile.
And people think this is acceptable behavior somehow. I don't know. I'm closing on that because I could go down this road all day long, and I'm not.
My final thoughts on this, and we'll wrap it from here. And I know people are going to jump on me for this. I'm not saying that you have to change your opinion about somebody after they pass away. If they weren't your favorite player or they weren't your favorite person in sports, don't be superficial and say they were. I agree with you on that. But don't be disrespectful and boo them. There's a fine line. If you can't differentiate between the two of them, then maybe you don't need to go back to school and learn.
Make sure you reiterate death.
Death, like dead, like gone, not here anymore.
Like
6 feet under ground.
He's
Never coming back. He can't hear you. And I know people say, well, if he can't hear you, who cares? Well, there are people out there that can. His wife, his kids, his descendants.
But they don't care about their kids.
They don't give a damn about that. They don't give a shit, but I'm just saying, though, I know people, I'm not saying you don't have to be their biggest fan when they're dead, but at least have enough respect for their families and those that are behind to not be a complete shithead. That's all I got to say about it.
All right, let's cut this one. This episode of Last Call was brought to you by SJP Snapshots and Minx Inc. Clothing and Apparel.